Going on today.
Like what?
So, we just had a conversation.
What'd he say?
He's thinking about it. I think he's kind of leaning towards doing it. With everything, there are pros and cons. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I mean, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Say, I'm hungry until he can say, I need to use the bathroom. It's going to be a lot in your lap. But as soon as he started walking, I said, enjoy. Because as soon as he get to walking and talking, he would. 3 weeks here, 2 weeks back, 2 months.
I'm split about his tour. My first response is I'm super happy for him for putting it together. The wife and mommy side of me is like, nah, the wife side of me and mommy side of me is a little sad. You know, daddy's gonna be gone for a long.
Online, it recently became very popular. It is not the weather either. Chantel, Nelly's ex-girlfriend, just dropped a bombshell, accusing him of having concrete evidence that he was spying on Ashanti. And no, this is not some drama about a disgruntled ex. Chantel provided timestamps, screenshots, and even a location tag that precisely corresponds with Nelly's tour itinerary. Here's the strange twist though. Ashanti and Nelly are wed, yes, secretly got married and all that. Everyone believed they were living out their romantic fantasy. However, they may be preparing for a breakup rather than sharing pictures from their honeymoon. And their second anniversary has not even arrived yet. The timing of this revelation by Chantel? It seems prearranged, as though she anticipated the most devastating moment. What about Nelly's response? Things really took off at that point. He did not come out and defend himself or dispute it. No. Once the story became viral, he started acting very suspiciously. Fans are now claiming that Ashanti is planning her breakup with him and is already done with him.
Some of the challenges of filming with a baby.
What was some of the challenges of filming with a baby? I'm not going to even front like, we have a great nanny. And I mean, whenever I can pry him away from you, it's been pretty much a breeze for me.
I'd say.
Yeah. I probably changed 2 diapers.
I was just gonna say probably about 2, maybe 3, maybe.
A couple of pee-pees, about 1 booby. I think I'm at my limit.
Yeah. Did good.
Didn't get on this time.
I did.
Yeah.
I definitely did.
But since it is so crazy, let us speak about what Chantel actually posted. They were not only hints, this timeline was complete. .FRM hotel confirmations that correspond with particular tour locations to late-night texts. Everything fits together far too perfectly. This does not appear to be an isolated incident. It seems like a full-on affair. This is the part that hurts the most. People claim that Ashanti was at home with their newborn when all of this occurred. Take a moment to process that. Chantel didn't just spill the tea. She filled the saucepan overflowing. In all honesty, they are not all that shocked. Rumor has it that before Chantel hit the scene, there were major rifts in Nelly and Ashanti's marriage. Yes, it is possible that the romantic tale that had everyone cheering for them was only a patch-up job. Recall that they had a lengthy past. An emotional roller coaster that comes and goes. Then all of a sudden they are married and pretending that everything is fine? Please, that picture of the ideal couple has been wobbly for a long time. And their reality show came on just as things were starting to settle down. To put it mildly, it did not exactly shout true love.
And how is it that you just sleep through when he starts crying?
Do y'all really be up at night? I heard about it.
You know what? It's absolutely ridiculous that you'll still be dead asleep and he'll be mad loud. That's ridiculous.
You know? It's a gift, I guess.
Why is that a gift?
I'm blessed with that.
No.
I'm gonna take you back to this conversation we had. Before you kicked me under the table, I said, baby, I give you the world. I just ain't changing no diapers.
Oh my God.
The anxiety was immediately apparent to the fans. Strange sensations, side glances, and awkward energy are all present. It was therefore different once Chantel revealed everything. It arrived at the ideal moment and was not unexpected. Fans quickly saw that Nelly was acting quite rudely. He came out as aloof, contemptuous, and candid as if he was not even prepared for the Ashanti she is now. People noticed it right away, and a scene where Nelly was preparing to sing during the presidential inauguration was one that truly caught their attention. It sounds enormous, doesn't it? For some crowds, perhaps. However, Ashanti was really uneasy behind the scenes, and she claims that Nelly completely disregarded her sentiments regarding it. She claims in the video that he dismissed whatever she attempted to say, as if her opinions were completely unimportant to him. But wait, things get worse. Fans were furious over another scenario. Nelly told Ashanti bluntly that he had no intention of assisting her until the child was potty trained, walking, and able to speak. Not a joke. Is that exactly what he said? He will not intervene until little Kareem is able to express his requirements. Who even makes such a claim? Let us dissect this then. Ashanti is expected to manage everything by herself, including bottles, diapers, and restless nights. While Nelly is on tour, he appears to be carefree and unattached. And the manner in which he spoke? No sarcasm, no smile. It did not sound at all playful. He sounded as though he meant every word. I mean, he has already decided. Fans are wondering if Ashanti is trying to maintain their marriage and handle all of the parenting alone, because it certainly appears that way. The atmosphere is not conducive to wedded bliss. The battle is one-sided. Ashanti then reveals additional truth in another clip. Nelly never gets up in the middle of the night to assist with the baby. Not once. You would think that he would at least act remorseful. However, no. He begins boasting about how well he sleeps and referring to himself as a good sleeper as if it were some cock. As in, what? And at the exact moment you fear he will catch himself? He goes one step farther and asserts that Ashanti should get up and take care of the infant. She tried to make the relationship work despite going through pregnancy, childbirth, and everything else. No middle ground, no convo. Pure, archaic, dismissive energy from Nelly, such as Ashanti's viewpoint, was completely irrelevant. And the manner in which he spoke? This was hardly a heated argument, as you could tell. No, it seemed like he genuinely believed this. We are now witnessing more than simply emotional distance. Ashanti is being forced to handle everyday parenting as if it were not even his responsibility. Fans are now posing the actual query. Did Nelly ever feel prepared for this union? Or did he wish to appear as though he had the ideal small family without actually working for it? It is crazy. At this point, Nelly was being torn apart by the internet, and the response came quickly and forcefully. Their marriage was already failing behind the scenes, according to the reports that began to pour in. Let us also be truthful. These rumors were not a sudden development. Long before all of this erupted, there had been rumors of hostility. However, everything changed when that reality program aired and viewers witnessed Nelly's true behavior when the cameras were rolling in private. No more speculating. Now it was everything in the open. People noticed that he spoke to Ashanti in a different tone, acting as though her sentiments were unimportant. With that embarrassing joint interview, they then attempted a hasty PR cleanup, presumably in the hopes that a few grins and giggles would diffuse the situation. However, they doused the fire with gas rather than extinguishing it. You could sense how thick the tension was. Stiff body language, fake laughter, and Ashanti hardly even glancing at him. And admirers? They did not believe it. Not for a moment. That interview just confirmed what everybody was already thinking, that there could be a single thread holding this entire marriage together. Cracks were visible everywhere, and now everyone is wondering how long it will be before everything breaks. As if this issue could not get any worse, all of a sudden it has. Chantel, Nelly's ex-girlfriend, returned immediately with a new set of charges, this time far more serious. She is now alleging that Nelly has been surreptitiously following Ashanti about his whole tour, not to mention that he has been touring for weeks and has more performances planned. This is the bit that shocked folks the most, though. Chantel claims that following practically every performance, Nelly has been having fun with various groupies, not a one-time thing, consistently, and that was not something she threw out at random. No, according to her, those who are directly involved in the situation are aware of what is happening, and some of them are even beginning to speak. Now, you are already familiar with the feelings if you have ever heard about what actually happens on music tours. Drinking, crazy parties, and yes, occasionally drugs are involved. Backstage chaos can occur once the lights go out. When did Chantel say these things? It sounded like no stretch at all. It seemed as though someone was finally revealing what had been going on for a while. Furthermore, she asserts that this tour is about more than just music. There are many women there. Many women. Now reflect. Do you recall Ashanti's somewhat strange behavior regarding Nelly's return to the road? It was not a random act. She bluntly stated in one film that she did not think it was fair for him to leave her house by himself with their baby while he is traveling the world pursuing stages. But that was only the version that was made public. Behind the scenes, according to insiders, being left alone was not the true problem. Trust was at issue. Since Ashanti is acquainted with Nelly, she has noticed the previous trends. She therefore had a gut feeling the moment he began discussing tour buses and long nights. It was more than simply a concern. It was just instinct taking over. Nelly may be out here moving as if he is still on the streets. With real screenshots of direct messages between Nelly and one of his purported groupies, Chantel returned with a bang. And all of you, the internet is going crazy. These were not casual flirtations or ambiguous messages. No, they were obvious, bold and flirtatious to the fullest. After one of his performances, Nelly allegedly told this woman to pull up. It was even more devastating because it coincided exactly with one of his tour stops. So this is not just a message that appeared out of nowhere. Nelly is supposedly acting quite recklessly out here while Ashanti is recuperating and tending to their newborn back home. It is not even a secret either. People claim that he did not even bother to conceal it. However, this is where the situation becomes even more intricate. Not everyone is certain if Chantel is exposing him out of retaliation or out of concern. She is being commended by some for removing Nelly's mask and revealing his true self. Others, though, they are giving her a serious side-eye. There are rumors that Chantel may still harbor resentment, because it seems that Nelly also once promised her a marriage. After that, he abandoned her and started a new life with Ashanti. Baby, wedding, everything. According to current theory, Chantel waited for the ideal storm. The marriage is unstable. Nelly is already under pressure, and Ashanti is at her most vulnerable to reveal her receipts and expose the entire happy couple story. People are also discussing her motivations, despite the fact that the receipts appear authentic. Is she genuinely attempting to assist Ashanti, or simply attempting to set the entire house on fire after being abandoned? However, the fact that Chantel reportedly covered for Nelly in the past has people even more perplexed. The rumor is that she remained silent and did not say anything when he was suspected of having affairs with other women while on tour. Now that she is bringing accusations and screenshots, people are wondering if Nelly was always out here having a great time while on tour, and he just ran out of people to keep his reputation safe? This whole situation is made even more bizarre by the fact that Chantel was all for Nelly when the first cheating suspicions surfaced. She stood up for him in public, silenced accusations, and called out the women who came forward because she had his back. Even those dates Jane Does is referring to, she said. I was on the tour bus, in the dressing rooms, and there. Chantel was fighting for his reputation, not just supporting him. She continued after that. She added a profoundly moving message, stating that there are actual women out there going through actual suffering. Survivors have a tougher time when people lie. She sounded like someone who genuinely believed in him at the moment. Someone attempting to defend a man she believed was deserving. Nelly, too? He played right into it, I see. He expressed his gratitude to Chantel in public rather than simply privately. Huge expressions of appreciation, kind remarks, and audacious pledges. I would not want Chantel out of my life, he told the world. It has been 5 or 6 years since we first met. There is something genuine when you connect with someone like that. He gave the impression that she was his future wife, his ride or die. He even claimed that she was stunning from the inside out. We will see where it goes. But this was not a casual encounter. He gave the impression that he had discovered his eternity. But thinking back now, gosh, it is different. In addition to not pursuing that future, he turned around, revived his relationship with Ashanti, married her, had a child with her, and essentially wiped Chantel out of his life as if she had never been there. It was hardly a random moment, then, that Chantel finally opened up. It seemed intimate, as if a lady had grown tired of being misled, taken advantage of, and ignored for years. He is now being exposed by the same person who once protected him. All of the flaws in Nelly and Ashanti's idyllic romance are suddenly becoming evident. We are talking about Ashanti becoming silent at the worst time, late-night DMS and tour bus hookups. This is more than a minor hiccup. It appears to be imploding completely. Furthermore, this was not only a revelation if Chantel had waited on all of these receipts, waiting for the ideal opportunity to strike. This was retaliation. Are years in the making. The question that everyone is now asking is this Nelly's last strike? Or is Ashanti going to surprise us all by sticking by him as well? Because that fairy tale love story is where Juice Alert is searching, already it is becoming a nightmare. If you are following along with this tangled story, please hit the subscribe button, like, and comment. We will see you at the next one too.